Alright. So doing a thing now, I'm thinking this is gonna be a weekly thing. We're going through some ArtStation artwork, like for my favorites from the last week, and then we look at them and appreciate them. So this is, I don't know, this is like it's like weekly ArtStation masterpieces. Then you get some sort of logo like ba ba da ba. But anyway, yeah. So the first one is Strange Academy Faculty Staff by Mojart. Just getting like honey sunny. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just cough in your ear? I'm gonna wake up and smell the coffee. Smell the coughing. So, Strange Academy Faculty Staff by Mojart. I mean, this is really great. Don't you just love it when somebody does something and it's actually great? This is the sort of stuff that I inspire to. All the shades are really great, the poses are great, the expressions. If you just look at the expressions, the faces, these are so good. Especially her. I'm getting the most character out of this expression. It's just so bloody good. And then you get this different effects here. These sort of things like the blue flames. And you get this sort of cybernetic arm. This is so good. It is very, very good. Is this from Scarlet Witch comic art? Yeah, so it's like comic book stuff. You look at it and you're almost thinking to yourself that this might or might not be comic book art. But then you start to see these accessories and you think to yourself, wait a minute, is this from some sort of comic book? Because I don't know comic books. What do I know about comic books? Yeah. So it is just very good. It's done in your own style, and it's got everything. It has a nice flow. So if you look at the clothing, these sort of stuff, everything is flowing very nicely. I like this a lot. So check it out. Next up, we got Whispers by Dante Obliviate. I was mainly drawn to this one by the reflections, the light reflections on the. You can see it better on this one, but the helmet and the masks. These are really nice. You get just few strokes, and they are placed so nicely. There's a wonderful balance of style because I see a lot of artwork by amateur artists. And oftentimes they look like good enough, but oftentimes the line art or how you applied the tones, the shading, it is very unbalanced. So if you have some sort of comic book picture, for example, you get the line art, and most of the line art is looking really good, but then there might be one item that is it's off. It doesn't look like it belongs in the same picture because the line art is either too heavy or too thin, or it doesn't follow the same rules as everything else. So it puts you off. But this one, everything is following very nicely the same sort of art style, and you get comfortable with it. You're not, when you're looking at artwork that is done with some sort of, with some touches of professionalism, you just relax with it. It's like, yeah, this is, and you find yourself taking it in, you find yourself lost in the picture. And I think this is just brilliant. The little red shades here and there just accentuate all the brown. Very nice. And here again, the expression. I always look at the expressions. The expression is really. It's nice. It's sort of your normal art book expression, but there's like something off with it. But they played around with the expression a little bit. Oh, look at that. That's just great. So number 3, got Violetta Vengris. Yeah, this is called Ghost of Spring. Ghost of Spring, that already is evoking a lot of ideas in my head, but so it's not really what I would expect. but this is really nice. It makes me think of, let's say, some sort of Viking art, because of the shadows on the face almost look like some sort of war paint. So it makes me immediately makes me think of like Viking lady, but I don't think it has anything to do with that. I like the design. So you have these whatchamacallit, you have these flowers and these twigs and the such over the head there, which is a brilliant idea. I love that. And also the hair is looking very flowy and pleasant. I've been practicing making hair, so I'm a little bit better at it than I used to be. And I'm already receiving people are complimenting the hair because it's looking pretty decent. But it's not like this. This is wonderful. So many details, and yeah, again, you just relax with it because you know that Violetta she's doing what she knows. She's been practicing doing the hair a lot, and now it's great. It's flowing nicely. All the tones are just in the right spot. There's nothing like, oh, I need to fix that a little bit or something like that. It's just, you just do it and it's great. So I love it. Very good, very nice. I love this. The shadows are so great. They add so much because also they're following the anatomy on the face. If you look at the shadows, it's the grounding. It's odd because this is also, it's going down and then it goes a little bit up and then it goes down again. So it's following the shapes of the face very, very, very nicely. And it's such a great idea. It's also following the hair, so the shadow continues the hair. I don't know these ones. Are these actually... one thing I'm finding myself questioning a little bit, because these shadows seem to have very sharp edges on the top here. So, and this shadow, if this is a shadow or is it paint, it doesn't continue the hair. So maybe it's paint and then there's a part of it is shadow, and I don't know. It's strange. It makes you ask questions. That's what I like. It doesn't look like a mistake. It just looks like there's something a little bit odd about it. That's great. I love it. Weren't we talking about some sort of tank commander? Yeah, we were. So we got Valmy Games, and they released this picture of Commander Russian Survive. What I like about this one, so many details. Let's just look at the bottle. It is so great. It has all the valves, all the things. I mean, they're saying they have a talented 2D team. Not kidding. If you look at the clothing, all of these things, not easy to do. It takes a lot of concentration and just figuring things out of like how should these folds fall. And there are folds everywhere. Because if you've ever worn this type of clothing, you know they do not sit well. So you got these things in the knees here. You got that is very impressive. I'm very impressed with this stuff. Takes a lot of referencing, for sure. You got the bag. You got the pistol bag. What do you call that? You got these little things with some sort of instruments. I assume. Is this a flashlight? Might be. And you got the blowtorch. You got the mask. You got the scarf, all of these little details like these tags and the gloves. It is very, very detail heavy, and I love it. It is so nice, and it looks so balanced. Again, with the balancing, and it's one of the biggest things I look in art is how balanced is it. Can I just relax with it? And this is very balanced. It's like how you probably do it is by you just have to nail the first draft and all the shades in the beginning, and then you start building the details on top of that, because it's not gonna work otherwise. And this one, it just works. It is so great. It is so great. Alright, let's have one more. Let's do the bonus one. So, bonus artwork by I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. And I don't know how to pronounce the title of the work, because it is probably Chinese. I'm gonna throw out a guess, it's probably Chinese, maybe. But so, this is looking very nice also. I love that you got these bright streets. Everything is like so bright on street level. And then you have these darker silhouetted rooftops here and there, and the scaffolding and whatnot. And this looks like very, very quickly done piece, and it is some sort of speed painting, I think. But then you have added all these, there are all these brands and all these logos and these sort of things here and there, and they add so much. They're really great, really nice to have those there. And you just get a sort of vibe of a flow. You feel like you're in the thing. Even though just the little tiny silhouette characters here and there, you feel like it's a real place. And if you start to get, what I love about these sort of concept art pictures, you start to get a sense of, oh, here we go. You start to get a sense of what sort of place it is, and you start to get ideas as to how the story is going to evolve. And I'm getting a lot of Shadowrun vibes out of this one, like the Shadowrun PC games. I like it a lot, so that's very good. Good job, y'all. And that is this week's favorites from ArtStation. Boopity pop.